Okay, so it keeps going out, so I came over to the barn and turned the video back on. So what I think I'll do is I'll do a little walk around and show everybody the horses, and so y'all can know that they're feeling okay. So I'm going to flip this back around. So now we can see out there's Sean. Okay, so there's Gem of a Mom's son. He's visiting in Dirty's stall. We have our two stallions over here, the Crackers, Ghost. We'll come around and see the other ones because we have a fence up in the way, but we're going to walk down this way. So we're going to get to Macchiato the llama chilling out, coming over to say hi. Hello everybody, says Macchiato. He's very happy to see everybody. Hey, there's Katie in her garbage bag. Makeshift. Here's Arizona, the little polo girl in training. That's my little girl. She's so sweet. Nurse Mare Foal for Michelle, who's out there knowing that she's a Nurse Mare Foal. Put that everywhere. She'll be playing polo hopefully soon after all this quits. There's Kodachrome, everybody's favorite testosterone-filled pony girl. She's doing really well now, doing a lot of the demonstrations, calm as can be. Marshall, if you're out there, here's Roxanne. Marshall. You love her so much. I know you do. You're going to come back and visit. Good thoroughbred mare, calm as can be. And her boyfriend, Tristan Roses, with the rose on his head. Just hanging out. Alright, we're going to come around the backside over to Hasty Red. I'm glad y'all in the world are being entertained by this. But I know most of you all are just concerned about the horses like we all are, so we're just fixing that problem. There's Hasty. Looks like he had his face in the rain a whole bunch. Finally unbridled with her head in the corner where it should be. Hey there. Okay. I'm trying not to get rain on there. There's Golly Gee Whiz. Run, Gima, run. I like how they're looking at us. Lauren, if you're out there, Lauren Murray. Now, I forgot your new last name. There's Wardian. Ferrari, Lauren Ferrari. That's the last name. Okay, White Nose. Here's Mr. White Nose, doing very nicely and calm, standing in the corner where he should be. You might notice we put sand in front of all the stalls so that wouldn't get any water in the stalls. Cheryl Hanna, if you're on here, here's Dakota. Apollo, the driving Apollo. And Chansey, they are everybody's little favorite horse they all learned to ride on, the Arabian Chance. And Savannah, Minesweep's first daughter that we got from Ferris, Stacey Ferris, thank you for her. Coming around the backside to the polo row. We have Chiquita. So Julie and Josh, if you're out there watching, there's your girl. Then we have Espuma. And she's doing pretty well. She's healing up her bow tendon right now and going to hopefully play in the winter. Melania, one of everybody's favorite mares. So many people have learned to ride on her. She's done a nice job. Jolene. She's got her butt to me, and I think that's where it's going to stay, trying to stay out of the wind. Okay, coming around, Carol. These are your horses that are out visiting here. This is your quarter horse. I don't know the name. And this is the Suffolk Punch you got from us maybe a dozen years ago. Rude. A little bit rude. Yeah, we're going to go. Let's go through the barn because it's raining a lot in that direction. I'm running through the barn. Into the barn. We have some hay stocked up in here. We have water stocked up in these buckets thanks to Mike Laudio, the neighbor. Water over there. There is our to-do list. Hay in the barn. Ready to continually give out hay. Alright, so there's Rojo Two Feathers and Alu. We'll get right back to them, but we're going to go down this row first to see Fudgesicle. She's doing nicely. Her bandage is staying dry. She's staying dry. Al Gooden and Andrea, if you're out there, here's MVP. Kiri, here are your two girls. Your two boys. Bo, Little Cracker Gelding, and Little River. Kodachrome's sister. You know, Jiri's working with both of these guys and doing a great job with them. So let's keep going around the barn. Over to my guys' row. Here's ELU. Camille's horse. She's doing a really good job, staying calm and relaxed. There's my Two Feathers. I know everybody wants my Two Feathers, and he gets the lift. Okay, back on. We're back in it. Rojo with his allergies. He gets in the summer. Melissa's taking really good care of him. Mr. Armstrong. I know he came back with a different name, but we called him Armstrong, and it's kind of stuck. He's doing really well in training. He's a gelding now. Then we have Mr. Stanley, the thoroughbred gelding who does the hunter, does such a good job. A lot of people are getting to learn to ride with him. Coming around the barn to Lake Round Pen over here. So many lessons taught in that round pen. I think the only polo or any kind of thing we're doing right now is swimming in there. There are the paddocks. They look lovely. Very full of water. Okay, we have, oh, here's Roni Maloney, the quarter horse mare we rescued so many years ago. Mother of Sable, who's now doing cutting stuff in New York. Doing a really good job. We've kept her forever, as a lot of you know, because of her level of abuse. Here's Little Indy of Mine, little thoroughbred born here of Mine Sweet. He's now 2 years, 3 months old, really happy. His girlfriend Amarillo went to Matias Sosa's for some polo training, and he was missing her, but he's really teamed up with Roni now, so that's working out. Okay, last 2 horses in this row, so in this barn will be Chief, the Florida Cracker. Chief. Hey, Chiefy. And Mr. Ghost, the other Florida Cracker horse. So we're going to walk our way. We might get knocked out, but we're going to walk our way over to the baby barn so that you all can see those horses. I know everybody feels comforted to know they could see them all. I do too. That's why we keep coming down here every 2 hours. Huh?
That's how the frogs got quiet?
The frogs got quiet. See what happens when we're on a farm doing this all day? We start talking to the frogs. Sean's talking to the frogs. That's okay. Alright, so here we go. Back there's a Lou again, coming back into the barn. There's our gator, our little lifeline on the farm. Cruising on over here. Hey Sean, you want to get ahead of me a little bit just so you could open that gate and then close it behind us? We have the perimeter of the barn. We have fenced closed, but we left a section open so that if the horses do get out, they can get to the big paddock. So they're not just stuck in here. I'm going to stand outside of the rain for a minute while Sean opens up that gate, because every time the phone gets too wet, it seems to be that's when I'm getting knocked out. And look at those avocado trees and the mango trees. They're blowing, boy. All right, I'm coming through the gate. I'm going to run through it. So you're running with me. Here we go. I'm going to run all the way to the baby. Going to the baby barn. Up. The hay barn got blown open. The hay's getting wet. So Sean, can you tie the hay barn closed, baby? Can't let our hay get wet. That won't be very good for us. The thing's going back and forth, I think, because of the rain. All right, so it flipped at me. Let me see if I can dry this thing off on my shirt. We got to close that door up.